Hey everybody, welcome back to a very special Carriage Play.
For a very special Friday. Happy soon-to-be weekend, everybody. Ooh, Japan Studio. What game could this be?
Here we are on Sekiro's Eve. Sekiro's Eve.
Oh, Sekiro's Eve.
Playing the very first Hidetaka Miyazaki game.
Well, not exactly, but... Oh.
Wait, what do you mean?
He was also like director of like some armored gun games or whatever.
Well, no, it was his first game.
First directing
Hidetaka Miyazaki is the first time director. He went on to... Oh my gosh,
yeah, that's what
right.
I'm talking about.
It was an Armored Core game.
Yeah.
Shoot.
The game that made him famous.
Yeah. The game that people care about.
Hey, hi there.
How you doing? Oh, that looks good.
So, this isn't the game to replace Suikoden 2, everybody. This is kind of a one-off, recorded on a Thursday night, relaxed vibes, because the game to replace Suikoden 2's footage is so... Jacked? We were looking at it again tonight, and it's like, maybe it's salvageable, but I gotta do some more research and do some more stuff, but most likely that's not gonna happen for a little bit, so you might see us be playing some other games for a little bit until we get that sorted out. And then, but for tonight, a special game to get us hyped for Sekiro coming out today. Playing some Demon Souls.
Yeah.
And Joe, you played Demon Souls.
I finished Demon Souls.
I've never been able to finish it myself. I've tried a couple times. The servers are now offline, which makes it a little bit less special.
Well, okay, I played it when it had first come out in North America in 2019. And I was in a point in my life where I had nothing else to do. You know, it was post-college. And like I was just in that, like in a rut. I guess I was working off and on, but like it just caught me in the right point, in the right time, where I just devoted my life to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I never, once I started it, I never thought I'd finish it. I didn't think I had the skills, you know.
Yeah, well, and I mean, something that I really like that was built into these games, the Soul series and Bloodborne, was the summoning for help, because it made plebs like us. Is that a word, plebs?
Yeah, like for plebeian. Like
Plebes.
In Rome you had the patricians and the plebeians.
Oh, nerd alert.
That's
plebs.
Is that like nerd or intellectual?
Nerd.
Okay.
This is all fine. For plebs like us, we... Ooh,
hey, it's me.
Yeah, it looks just like you, dude.
It's got my hairline.
Carrie.
Kari?
Do you miss this?
I did it first, and now I don't.
Oops.
I used to write very extended PlayStation Network messages just in that format, and it just made sense to me after a while.
So I heard from Playframe, who's done by Dan Floyd and his buddy Dan Jones. The Dans. They're playing through Demon Souls, and they say that this is like the best class.
As we'd say, Toonie Danza.
So apparently this is the best class.
Okay.
So I don't really want to F with that. That's just who we're going to be. Maybe we'll give ourselves a little bit, let's go random.
Oh.
That looks a little bit more like
It kind of looks like Bruce Willis from Die Hard.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Like Bruce Willis in like an alternate universe.
You know, Bruce Willis if he just had his wisdom teeth removed.
Oh. I think that's a funny video that I saw in like Fail Army or something.
You know, some people said Bruce Willis was slumming it to be in Fail Army.
Oh. I think we could talk over this because this is podcast style.
That is
Yeah, so like I watched you play a significant amount of this game back in the day. Never beat it myself, but I watched you play almost all of it. And I have I had a lot of love for it. And it was one of those games that I remember thinking about all the time. Like when I was at school, I was thinking about Demon Souls and Demon Souls lore. And I was always wondering, like, wow, you know, what does this mean? Or how could Joe get past this point? Or, you know, what's this boss look like? Gonna look like, or whatever. And it was one of those just kind of take over your life kind of games.
Yeah. And I don't think I would have gotten into it as much if I didn't have the time to spare. You know, I could have appreciated it, I think, just as much, but it wouldn't have consumed me in the way that it did. And, you know, and since it did, like, I've just have this, like, kind of ingrained appreciation for all of these Souls games. You know, it allowed me to have the patience for the whole catalog.
It's a little bit, when I've gone back and tried to replay it myself, it's always felt a little bit like trying to replay Persona 3, where
after 4.
Yeah, after 4, you know, where you just sort of like, I fell in love with Dark Souls. That was my first one that I played personally and beat. And going back to Demon Souls, all the things that they hadn't found out yet, or all the ways that it's different, it's so hard for me to to accept,
right,
and appreciate and love.
You have quality of life things, you have structural things. Like, I think when you had the kind of catacombed level design from Dark Souls, like, that just was the perfect level design for this kind of game. Where, you know, we've had this discussion before, is that Demon Souls is kind of like Mega Man. Mm-hmm. You know, you pick a boss and then you go. Like, and there may be detours here and there, but generally it's a straight shot all the way to the end of a particular place. Mm-hmm. Versus Dark Souls is that everything is catacombed and around to where, you know, you could find a hidden pathway that takes you up a ladder and you're like, holy crap, I'm here, kind of thing that you would see in, like, Symphony of the Night. So, like, you know, in Dark Souls it became like a 3D Symphony of the Night.
Brave soul who fears not death.
Oh man, that circlet is so rad. Should I do that?
Not before you have a shield jutting out from your back. I think the shield jutting out from your back is way cooler.
Jacob, look on my back right now.
Oh my god.
I know.
That looks so fashionable and trendy.
It's actually a big piercing.
Oh, ouch. It goes through the spinal cord. It's really cool. It makes your legs feel kind of numb, but I don't mind. Man, looks good. What's funny is, like, I think...
lock on.
Oh, god damn it.
Hey, the hell are you doing?
What game is it that square is the button I would have hit?
I don't know.
I haven't played, like, any games in my free time in forever. Oh, you know what? Kingdom Hearts 3, baby. That's dodge in Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, forget everything about Kingdom Hearts 3. Just everything.
You're my friend. Let me poke you to death. You have the light.
What the fuck weapon are you using?
It's a rapier.
Oh. I've never used a rapier in
I hate rapiers, dude.
What the fuck why did you... What?
This is the best class, Joe.
Said by the same people who love Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, that's true.
This is the best game.
Sora?
Oh.
Donald? Goofy?
Block, please.
Yeah, I mean, I think in a lot of ways, though, this game actually looks better than Dark Souls, and I remember thinking Dark Souls looked, like, ugly in comparison.
There is something about it. I'm not sure what. I think it's more visually consistent throughout, certainly, because there are parts of Dark Souls 1 that, quite frankly, look like ass.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, you know...
Well, what's funny is, like, I think Dark Souls 1 looks better than Dark Souls 2. And
Yeah.
I think Demon Souls looks better than Dark Souls 1. And I think Bloodborne looks better than Dark Souls 3.
I mean, I think Bloodborne is to date the best looking of the From Software games.
Yeah. Well, we'll see about Sekiro releasing today.
Or this evening.
Evening. No, but when this goes up.
Oh, righto.
Hey, easy. Hey.
I am curious what happens if you die here. That's never happened to me.
Whoa, humble brag much.
In the tutorial, I've never died in the tutorial.
Hey, this is a tough tutorial, you know?
No, it's not. It's leading you into a false sense of security before it destroys you.
You know what's funny is I remember like the first time playing this, and like I feel always weird like naming names. Because, like, not everybody wants to have their name out there on YouTube.
Okay.
But I do remember the first night, and our brother-in-law, who wasn't our brother-in-law yet, brought this over for us to play. Hey, we healed up.
Yeah, he had bought it day one, but he didn't have time to play it, so he brought it over.
And, like, I remember, like, not knowing anything. Oh, needs Sekiro practice, bro. And like I was playing, and like I didn't get it. I was like, this sucks. This looks like gross. Like it's kind of hard, but like not fun at all. And so like the character's name was Jacob, but that ended up being your save file was under Jacob because you just continued off. Like I think I beat the Phalanx, who's the first real boss.
Yeah, yeah, you would sour on it pretty quickly, but like just watching you play it, I'm like, I at the time was so in. Something about it spoke to me. Oh no. Oh, like I mean, we're still tutorial, but I see glowing eyes in this game and I freak out.
We gotta get our Sekiro on here. Come on, bud.
So
come on.
So yeah, now that we've played Tenchu and now Demon Souls, we should be experts. Because
oh come on, I hit the wrong button.
Because I mean, I think Tenchu Demon Souls is the alternate name of Sekiro.
Pretty much. Demons Souls. Come on, dude. Gah! I'm like bad at timing everybody. Stop hitting the wrong button, you idiot.
The thing is, I am too. I never counted on it. It wasn't until Bloodborne that I got good at countering.
I've never like gotten good at parrying. So I parried that guy 3 times because I kept hitting R2, everybody, instead of R1, like some sort of jerk.
Jacob : some sort of jerk.
I kept doing the wrong thing.
And always make sure you roll through debris down there to check if there's anything down there.
Dude.
There's not.
Ain't a full playthrough.
Well, there's Havoc Physics.
Oh, yeah.
Which is still in 2009 was plenty entertaining in its own right. Uh-oh, watch out. That's a slow-ass crossbro.
Hey, crossbro.
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 It's bros who do CrossFit. Crossbro. Aw, chain.
Chain. Yeah.
Havoc Physics. Am I right?
The future. We're living in the future, 2009, everybody. Hey, where do I go? Do you see a way?
Up those stairs. Over there.
Oh. Sneaky.
Sneaky bro.
Whoa, sneaky bros.
We should call our channel that.
Sneaky bros.
Sneaky bros.
Dude, this rapier, so good.
Yeah, you're doing all right.
Oh, I missed the thing. Oh. Crescent moon.
Uh-oh. Where do you stand on Demon Souls and Bloodborne existing in the same universe?
Yeah, they probably do. I think if there's ever a Demon Souls remake, Blue Point, I think that it'll probably be more heavily cemented, but, you know, who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not going to use any healing items here.
Why would you? Unless you plan to win. Like a champion instead of a loser. Oh no! Don't burn out your stamina, dude.
Don't tell me what to do. Leave me alone. I have magic. I died.
Okay, confession time. I've never used magic in a Souls game.
So this is why that's the best class, is you have magic.
I've never used magic for healing. I've never used offensive magic. I've seen it used against me.
Dude,
in PvP.
I bet you beat Old King Doran.
Yeah, I did. Eventually. It was a chore.
Late game. See, I think Demon Souls has cool stuff like Old King Doran. Like, I feel like Demon Souls is more... I can see more of Shadow of the Colossus in Demon Souls than I can in Dark Souls. You know what I mean?
I do. Yeah. It's
like Old King Doran is like Shadow of the Colossus kind of stuff, where it's like this totally just like weird random thing that's like not really important, but like kind of just like old. It feels old. Like it just feels like, I know old is in Old King Doran's name. I understand that. But like Old King Doran feels old in the way that like architecture and like Colossus feel
in the
old.
Forbidden Lands.
Yeah.
By the way, cool cutscene.
This is the Nexus.
Hey boo.
It holds together the northern land of the
Okay, also Maiden in Black, best waifu.
Thou canst not
Best Souls waifu,
but each
at the very least.
archstones will connect.
Yeah, the doll feels weird.
Doll is second best waifu.
Second best.
And then...
Hey Jacob, you have died and the Nexus trapped your soul. You cannot escape the Nexus. Okay.
Wait, I turned into a Souls character for a second. Hey, Nexus binding. Hey, bud. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's I should take a chance to explore the Nexus, because I truly do believe that, like, okay, Firelink Shrine in Dark Souls 3, yeah, it's like the Nexus, it's clearly inspired by it. I don't think it understands, like, truly why the Nexus is so great. It's like a ripoff of the Nexus. It's like poor man's Nexus.
I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it as a nod to something that was much better. But, like, they, like, took down the size. But I honestly think that, like, how big the Nexus is, like, partly why it's so cool.
Yeah.
Like, the Nexus, like, has this philosophy that not every inch of it needs to be important. Shadow of the Colossus style.
Yeah.
Like, they're, on the design doc, they're like, you know what? Like, let's make the Nexus, like, this, like, giant shrine. And they're like, cool. Let's do it. And they're like, you know, maybe at one point this room served a purpose.
Okay, weird poll. Do you remember, okay, back when we, Jacob and I, how many years ago was that? Almost 20 years now. We moved into this great big, like 5,500 square foot house with our family. And the house was so big. And like, you know, we were sort of renovating at the time too, but the house was so big, the whole family just sort of moved into...
How big was it?
moved into just what is the living room, and that was sort of our base of operations to go out and explore the house. So in the Nexus feels like moving into that new house, you know, we just felt insignificant compared to this gigantic house we were just not accustomed to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how big, 5,500 square feet is for, people who are accustomed to a house much, much smaller. And yeah, there's something about that. But, maybe my favorite base of operations in the Souls game is from my least favorite Souls game.
2.
I like that town.
Yeah.
I like that town a lot.
Yeah, Dark Souls 2 has like a town hub, Majula,
where you can recruit people that come back. Like it's so much more pleasant to come back to.
Yeah, that's true.
Because in any of the other Souls games, your hub is kind of ominous, kind of disturbing. Oh, Boletaria. Or I guess we're spending all of our time in Boletaria, but
hey, it's a friendly dragon. Is this actually technically a wyvern?
It would, I believe,
because it doesn't have 4 legs and wings.
Yes, if its 4 limbs are wings, it's a wyvern, I believe.
Yeah. Dragon's Dogma. That's goofy looking dragons, man. But I mean, like, dragons are just goofy naturally because it looks weird to have 4 legs and 2 wings.
And the physics behind having something that large take flight just don't make any sense.
It don't make sense, people.
Yeah, I think...
Figure it out.
I think the largest... I think there have been studies that show that the largest wingspan of a living creature that could still fly would be... is 10 meters?
God.
So, like, that's still an
How
enormous...
big was a pterodactyl?
Well, the largest of the pterosaurs would be the Azdarchid pterosaurs, like Quetzalcoatlus, which I believe you're getting like 30-foot wingspans, which make it like, bigger than a small plane, but it doesn't make it dragon-sized. And its body mass was surprisingly small, like, only a couple 100 pounds. So it was like, very lightly framed sort of creature. Not like a dragon that is like a big meaty Hulk. Like you couldn't get that into the air with your biomass.
Are you a big meaty Hulk, Joe?
Only on Thursday nights, like right now. So yes. Bro, you are burning through your crescent moon grass, bro.
Hey, bro. Do what you gotta do. You make the plays you gotta play.
Are we switching off? Are you trying to get yourself killed so I have to play?
Yeah, we can. We'll probably, like, I imagine, like, when I die is when we'll call it an episode. Because, we've been going for a while.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, bud. There's really, like, at this point, no incentive to, like, fighting people. Because, like, you can't level up until you beat the first boss.
Yeah, it's like Bloodborne, or with Bloodborne, you can't level up until you've
Gotten insight,
which means you've encountered the first boss
or found a thing.
Oh,
an item that gives you insight.
This was the first From Software game where From Software stopped feeling like a B-tier developer. Because, I always associated From Software with being the folks that would release the first generation of software on new hardware. Like Eternal Ring and what's the other one? I can't remember. But like anytime new new hardware would come out, they would release some like kind of crummy B-tier software And he's like, oh, okay, you could play it, but it wasn't, you wouldn't choose to in ordinary circumstances.
Yeah.
It's like, I got a PS2, what else am I going to play? You know, I got a...
Summoner.
Yeah. You know. But this was the first game that felt like this was special. They had, you know, and I don't think it's a coincidence that everybody else, you know, picked up on it. And, you know, Hidetaka Miyazaki, the director of this game, became the president of From Software, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They were like, holy crap, this is the first guy who knows what he's doing. He's our president.
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, like we haven't gone back and actually played any of those.
Nicely done.
Like old From Software games, but we were watching some Let's Plays, you know, a couple months ago maybe. And like those are really, really rough games. Like before this. Mm-hmm. And like I think in a lot of ways this is a rough game too. And maybe there's something special there about the old From Software games, but man, like the
Kingsfield,
like the barrier into entry is like too high.
Yeah, I mean, almost the barrier to entry on these games are too high. You know.
Oh no! Oh. Hey bud, you gonna do the same thing?
No. Okay.
Okay. We'll stab you.
He's the smart one, and he still gets stabbed in the head.
Yeah, there's like really low fall damage in Demon Souls, so like enemies don't really die from falling.
Low fall damage for them.
It's still for you too. You don't really get too hurt from falling. It's not like Witcher 3.
Oh yeah, where you can fall off somebody's porch deck and die.
Yeah.
I think a lot of that's been patched.
Yeah. Yes.
I just remember the first time. It's like, oh, just jump off this person's porch step, and it's like I only had half health, but like you would imagine Geralt the Witcher could survive
falling like a couple
5
feet.
Yeah.
Hey, a lever. So this is our speed run of Demon Souls, everybody. Thank you for supporting us.
You're doing a pretty good job, man, for not having played this game in how long?
I probably tried playing it again not that long ago. But to be fair, I have been watching Dan Floyd and Dan Jones play Demon Souls like the past couple of weeks, and they were like 3 episodes in, and it took them three hours to get to the phalanx.
Oh, what the?
But it's like Dan Jones is playing, and it's his first playthrough ever.
Gotcha.
So it's a little bit hard. But
so can we put Dan Floyd and Dan Jones as hashtags in our video?
Oh yeah, of course. An extra frame and Game Grumps. Ninja Sex Party. Yeah, of course. I always do. Yeah, I mean, I actually like extra credits quite a bit. You know, if anybody's looking for YouTube channels to watch, you know, I watch them occasionally. Like it's.
You said extra credits.
It's not extra credits anymore. Extra credits is still a show, but I can't remember. It's Playframe, I guess. Oh, come on.
Okay, see the glowy eyes?
Yeah,
see why I was freaked out?
Okay, gotta go to my magic.
Okay, here's a little confession here. The class I had started Demon Souls with, you start with a scimitar, and I finished the game with that same scimitar.
Yeah.
Maybe a mistake. Maybe made it harder than I needed it to be. But like I kept upgrading the scimitar, and I was like,
well, scimitar's pretty good.
I know, and that was just, I became accustomed to how the scimitar worked. And in the same way that, you know, with Bloodborne, Like I started with the axe cleaver. Is that what it's called? Or the
saw axe or
I can't remember. It's the starter weapon.
Yeah.
It's the saw cleaver.
yeah. I think that's what you said.
I said axe cleaver,
Oh,
which is a little redundant. I have to admit. I started with a saw cleaver, and that
was the weapon I finished Bloodborne with.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I mean, Bloodborne is a slightly different story because those,
weapons are more involved.
yeah. Yeah, I think fewer people finished this game with a fucking... There's a merchant back there.
I know, he doesn't have anything.
Okay. You could kill him.
Nah.
How do you feel about magic in this? Have you ever used magic in a Souls game?
No, I haven't. I just saw that Dan Jones and Dan Floyd were using magic a little bit, and it looked okay.
Hashtag Dan Floyd.
Hashtag Dan Floyd. Yep, for sure. But like this job class has a ring that like you get that it starts with that gives you that replenishes magic.
Oh, nice.
So like it can be kind of like overpowered, I guess.
Well, that was one of those things that kept me from really investing in magic the first time I played this, because it just seemed like you just couldn't find enough fucking magic. Or
Well, you know the item that gives you more magic?
What's that?
Old Spice.
Oh. Are you going to say,
Like
what's
the
his
idea
face
of it.
back there? The boy prince?
No.
Okay, alright, gotcha.
He's annoying.
He kind of is. He sort of reminds me of Crispin Freeman as Zelgadis from Slayers,
Yeah.
which is the only thing that endears him to me.
The thing that's just stressful about saving him is that like you
gotta
always
keep-
have to like worry about him.
Yeah. I wonder if the best way to keep him alive is that does he stay alive even if you finish the level? Is or
He
like
does. He's like alive as long as you don't come like back.
okay. So
Oh yeah.
So I wonder if the best like scenario to keep him alive is to practically finish the game and then go save him in this level.
He might die after a certain point. Like I wonder if like if you don't save him within like the first couple hours, if he just dies or something.
Oh, yeah.
So something that's weird is like the last couple playthroughs, there's these dragons over here.
Uh-huh.
And like I know it's like, oh, intimidating, but like they didn't bother me the past couple times I like came over here.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at some point they will.
do, but it's like I don't think they do.
Like when you try to run up and grab those items, I'm sure they
Yeah,
will.
I think they just chill out, man.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go out and
Maybe
say,
can they like not hurt you or something down there? It seemed like I was able to like get those items the past couple times I played. Can I like run down here?
dude.
Oh, hey, item. Look how bright that is.
It's fucking bright, man.
Interesting. Those guys didn't die.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh, that's hot.
Hot to the touch.
Hey, magic's pretty good. You dead. You fired. Ooh, that's political now, sorry.
Oh, sorry. What?
Nope, I said you're fired. And you can't say that anymore, it's political. Can't say that on YouTube.
You know, he invented firing. That didn't exist before he said it. That's why he could copyright it.
Dragon? You gonna come, bud?
Not right now, I guess. Ooh. Don't go down now. Oh, now they go run.
Dragons.
Am I right? Man, this game starts you out with a whole bunch of fucking healing items.
Yeah, blood vials, am I right?
Well, blood vials cap at 20?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, that dragon is falling down on his job, am I right?
Oh man, I saw its tail.
Got slapped in the face with his tail. Uh-oh.
Jeez.
Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Hey. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, governor.
I'm from Boletaria,
Boletaria.
where we cook shrimps on the barbie.
Boletaria is in Australia?
Yeah.
Bala Australia?
Australia. Welcome. We home of the phalanx. My Australian accent is obviously really good.
I mean,
For
obviously.
my time that I lived in Australia for like 25 years.
Everybody knows that story.
Oh yeah, there's no need to repeat it here. I've told it. I told it once, I told it 1,000 times, am I right? Hello. I've told it, oh, I hear a phone. I think I hear your phone, Joe.
Yeah. Yep.
That's nobody. Don't even bother checking your phone, people. Just stay at Carriage Way. Carriage Way's where it's at. We have all of the information.
It's funny, like, I usually keep my phone here in the recording studio.
Studio?
But I usually put it on silent. But I'd forgotten to... Well, I just left my phone outside. I didn't think anybody was going to call.
Well, we're about to be the phalanx, so... I think this is just why Carriage Way is better than Playframe, is because what takes them 3 episodes takes us like 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
So I think it's hashtag Dan Floyd sucks at video games.
Yeah, not as much as Aaron sucks at video games for sure, but
Aaron sucks at video games. How many more references to other channels can we do? Can we do like good? Can we do Good Mythical Morning and?
Yeah, good. Those Good Mythical Morning guys are kind of dummies though. So.
Whoa. Yeah. Well, that goes like our crossover with Good Mythical Morning we're gonna do on Saturday.
Well, we were gonna host Good Mythical Summer, everybody, but yeah, that deal fell through obviously after that one episode of Carriage Way that I said how dumb they were.
You mean this one? We could edit it out, but like that's a lot of work.
Come on.
This is at first a really intimidating boss until you sort of figure out what he's about.
Yeah,
what
he's just like sliding around.
You know, I think the better representation of this boss was in Rom the Vacuous Spider.
Yeah, most people I think really hate that boss though.
Well, what's funny is like I'm really, really good at that boss.
Humble brag.
And the Bloodstarved Beast. So, like, you know, which is, like, famously people's 2 least favorite bosses in Dark Souls.
Bloodborne.
Or Bloodborne. And those were the ones I thought were super easy. So what I had done was log on and just help people and just do those myself, was people stood back. And I never in my life felt like more of a badass. So I would just like do that log in, do that a couple times a night for people online just to beat Rom or the Bloodstarved Beast by myself. There was something about the cadence of those boss fights that just worked in my brain the right way. Because like I struggled on things people thought were the easy bosses. So it works the other way as well. But like just that those were the hard, quote unquote, hard bosses. And, you know, like normally I don't like playing online, but that I could feel like a fucking superstar.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you know, I struggled a lot with ROM. And pretty much almost all the bosses in Bloodborne I had to summon help. Like some sort of jerk.
Oh, but like some of my favorite stories are summoning help in Souls games.
Yeah, I know. You know, a lot of like Souls fiends will like scoff at that and be like, "Oh, that's not the true way." But it's like, to me,
it's built into the game design.
Yeah, and I mean, Sekiro, like, it won't, and I can't rely on that kind of stuff. But like, yeah, like for Dark Souls 3, for sure, like I think every single boss I summoned help for. But
oh, dude,
Bloodborne, like, you know, there's some I beat by myself, but
and what's funny is that you are so much better at these games than I am. I mean, I think for the most part we can agree.
Well, I mean, look at my performance here. You know, we're like 45 minutes in, and I just beat the first boss of Demon Souls.
We played
no death run.
We both played and finished Dark Souls 3, but I played it without PlayStation Plus, so I didn't have help the entire game, and I finished it even though like I'm just less competent at these games than you are. So like, you know, I think under pressure you could have done it, but at the same time I felt like I wasn't having as good a time.
Mm-hmm. And that was Dark Souls 3, you said?
Yeah.
Didn't I beat one of the bosses for you in Dark Souls 3? Like towards the end?
No,
like the prince, or what was like, yeah, what was the one that was in
the king with the
on Orlando? The one at the end of On Orlando.
Oh, son of a bitch! The guy who devours souls or whatever, or
the one that was like based off of
you did come over and we swapped back and forth and you did beat it. That is true.
So yeah, you're welcome. You know, so yeah, it's weird. Like the Souls bosses always like have a very specific skill set that you need. Like, because some bosses, you know, you just rock the sock off of, the singular sock. And, you know, some bosses, like...
Singular sock is my favorite indie band.
And some bosses, you know, it's like you just really struggle with. Like, I think like the Shadow Men of whatever in Bloodborne, like the boss where you fight like the 3 shadowy snake men.
Yeah.
Like, I beat first try while I was listening to Ninja Sex Party.
As you do.
And, you know, like, but like some of the other bosses, we'll just skip.
Nope. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I know, but you can go and watch Dan Floyd's playthrough if you want to fall.
Hey, let's head up to the roof and like look at some cool ass armor. As we
can't because there's no online anymore.
Oh my god, did they turn off the online?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that's why I didn't see any ghosts. Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, this feels so much more lonely now.
I know, that's why you need a remake. Yeah, you can't...
Blue Point.
You can't even go in here anymore.
Oh, that's so sad. That bums me out so much. Oh. Okay, you were saying. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Just point about, like, beating bosses in, like, one sock.
Yeah. Oh, well, the thing is like, I always made it a point that if I thought I was going into a boss, I would listen to with Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, I would put on Spotify if I was level grinding. But, like, I wouldn't, if I was going into a new area, a new door, like, I never explored new territory with Spotify on. Mm-hmm. Like, I felt like I was cheating myself if I did that. You know, the ambience. You know, whereas, like, I kind of feel like if I was, like, harvesting souls, you know, it felt right to put on music because it felt like a montage. Like I was Rocky.
Yeah, well, yeah, and like Souls games like really go well with music, and like some of my favorite music memories are just listening to music while level grinding in Bloodborne.
Yeah, specifically NSP.
Yeah, really fits with it.
What is it?
Touch the demon inside me. Yeah, bud.
So be it. After all, that go forth.
Go forth. Touch the demon inside me.
Let its ownless soul become thine own.
I mean, and I liked how
Withdrawn from its vessel.
I liked how obscure and weird everything felt in this game, and it didn't hold your hand at all in the way that Ueda games do. You know, what you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. It felt obtuse in the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, brah. And a good old dexterity.
Dexterity.
Maybe endurance. Dexterity or endurance. Dexterity.
Are we really doing the episode out this way?
I kind of wanted to, before we end the episode, go to this place. Because it was like I think it's kind of an interesting aesthetic, and it's like when I think of Demon Souls, for some reason I always think of this place.
It is a very interesting level. Very multifaceted as you descend into the depths.
Yeah, like, so, like, to me, like, the three levels that stand out the most is always Tower of Latria, this place, and
Island of the Shadowmen?
Oh, Island of the Shadowmen, yeah. That's
Okay,
a good one.
in
I
my-
do think, because you did so much level grinding there.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's tough right away, but if you get like the cadence of how the Shadowmen move, you can start raking in the souls. Or, I mean, the Rolling Skull guys. I assume they're Shadowmen? It's the island of the fucking Shadowmen, I don't know.
That is what's kind of fun about Demon Souls, is how, like, you can just go to any of the places right off the bat.
Mega Man style.
Once you do the tutorial level.
Yes.
Did you want to check out Island of Shadowmen first?
Oh, no, I mean, like, this is going to be interesting. It's probably going to kill you faster. Activate the fucking Archstone, man.
It is.
It is?
It's not like a bonfire where you sit at it. It just teleports you back.
Gotcha. It's been a while.
Been a while. Whoa, hey. Whoa, ooh, ow.
This is where you die.
Ow!
Holy shit, this is where you die. I was making a joke.
There we go. Eat some grass.
Oh, and shit, you're alive. Oh, man, the first time I played this, I still have only a vague understanding of how world tendency worked.
Uh-huh.
But I was constantly concerned about being alive and dying in a world.
These guys don't even attack you, do they?
I think they do when you pass or shit, I don't remember.
They don't always, I don't think.
I don't know. Just enough that makes me nervous.
That one won't, I don't think.
Wow. You know them on that first name basis?
I think they just don't bother you if you don't, like, F with them.
For some reason, I think some of them do. Because
this place has always been too difficult for me. Like, I've never been able to, like, get past this point in Demon Souls where, like, once it opens up to this point, I've never been able to beat any of the... I got to the boss...
Oh, you're probably okay. Yep, you're good. You're good.
Death number 1, everybody.
Yep.
Let's go to the Island of Shadowmen. Like, I've never been able to, like, get past any of the bosses at, like, level 1-1. You know, I can't beat the White Tower Knight, I can't beat the Spider, I can't beat the Shadowman thing, I can't, you know.
Oh, man.
Like, this is, like, the point when it's just simply too
I
difficult.
love that she's in different spots just around the Nexus.
Yeah.
The Maiden in Black.
You want to show me Shadowman strats, Joe?
Oh man, I barely remember. Just make sure you dodge at the right moment before they roll you over like Critters. Have you ever seen Critters?
No.
The horror movie from the 80s?
I'd be lying if I said I had.
Okay, it's about little alien creatures that roll on top of people and skeletonize them in an instant. It's fun and it's cute. I haven't seen it.
Do you think I'm cute?
I haven't seen it since years before you were born, but I remember liking those movies. At least 1 and 3. Okay, you're in big trouble
I'm
here,
dead.
but
I'm already dead.
That's a death. That's what we in the business would call getting fucking stomped into the earth.
Mr. Thessaly.
Mr. Staffery.
Grace.
Therese. Yeah, okay, take them one at a time. You're not gonna... Dude, there's no fucking way you're gonna race this. There's no way. There's no way.
No way?
There's no fucking way. Dude.
Oh my god. Oh, I almost made it.
Dude, you almost made it to like the fog door where you get murdered instantly. There's no way you're gonna make it like this.
I almost made it, Joe.
What you need to do is get like these guys. You dodge out of the way at the last minute, and you backstab them.
No, I use my magic
and get killed anyway.
Jeez, these guys are annoying.
No, that's the thing. It's like their physicality. You need to know their patterns.
I get soul remains.
Soul remains. It's very the game is very moody.
It's a game that you can't like rush through.
No. Although you are trying and will inevitably fail.
God, that's annoying. Bleeding. Oh, Joe, I'm bleeding.
And now I'm dead.
Oh.
Hi there. You died.
You died.
The monumental says you died again.
Shouldn't have done that.
So how many souls have you banked so far?
0.
That's right. 0.
0.
Dude. This is just gonna get sadder and sadder, isn't it?
The thing that I've never been able to like connect with Demon Souls with is the soul tendency, because it's like it punishes you dying in this like weird way.
I think it only punishes you if you die when you're alive. So you're a ghost form, you can die all you want. But when I played it the first time, I didn't know that. I just assumed that the more you died, the lower the soul tendency, which made me just play tighter every time, which added to the frustration. But like it also, I think, made me a better player. Oh, you didn't catch him quite in the backstab. Can you not backstab him with a rapier?
No,
oh, there you go. Yeah, buddy.
Just like that. Top of the morning to you. It's me. The guy with the rapier.
Oh, another YouTube channel.
That I don't watch, actually.
He's pretty entertaining.
Jacksepticeye.
Oh, my poor Irish heart.
Hey, there we go. Oh, ouch.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I did like Jacksepticeye's playing of The Last Guardian. Mm-hmm. Especially the last part. I kind of skipped ahead to the very end of the game.
Yeah.
He does a very good sad Irishman.
So this is like what Demon Souls is like. Just like blocking.
Actually, this is a lot like what Mega Man Legends is like. It's strafing.
Strafing around enemies. I kind of like, I know there's like some like awesome weapon up here or something. I think it's that item right there. It's like an awesome weapon.
You need to go through the fog door.
Oh, bummer.
Man,
Bummer, dude. Bummer, dude.
Lord Rydell.
I think it's like, you can go anywhere, but like you need to be some sort of like pro player if you're ever going to make it anywhere but Boletaria, basically.
Yeah, it's one of these things that I think would be like, it would be fun to play together with Jacob, but it's maybe not the best for the channel, because it would be 400 episodes of us on just the fucking island of the Shadow Man.
Yeah.
It would be 120 episodes of just Jacob trying to make it to this fucking fog.
I think, give me one more try.
Okay, one more try and then we're calling it.
All right.
Everybody cross your fingers.
They all know. They see that there's 30 seconds left of this episode.
We don't know that.
Yeah,
maybe
that's the exciting part.
Maybe you make it all the way to the end of the game on a single life now.
Yeah, they're like, whoa, there's like 5 hours left of this.
Or 3 seconds.
God.
Bummer, bro. Oh my god.
Bummer. Oh, I got rolls too, bro. Oh, that's it, everybody. That was it. I got the closest I've ever gotten.
Fuck you, Shadow Man.
And Saint Urbane.
Nice haircut.
Yeah,
bro.
I bet you are so cool.
Okay. God, I love this game.
Oh yeah.
It's a good one. And Sekiro. Fucking Sekiro.
Yeah, and maybe we'll play Sekiro for the channel.
Maybe.
If it all goes to plan, like our last series that we played Suikoden 2.
Jesus. Wow.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, dude.
That was so disappointing, because we made a whole new intro, new assets, new
thumbnails and heads.
How long did we spend just thinking and rethinking how that looked? We were so happy with the aesthetic, and and then it happened just like this. We cut short.
This is like what we lived through, everybody, was just endless skeleton deaths on an island with flying manta rays.
It's what YouTube is like. And like YouTube, and our comments is that it's like the servers have been shut down for Demon's Souls. So we're not getting any comments. Except for Jess.
Oh.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, Jess.
And Tara. And Jackson.
Yeah, those are like the 3 comment givers. And there's, hey, shout out to Gooplax, everybody.
Oh, that's that one dude.
Yeah, or gal, or whoever.
Or, that
one person.
Yeah.
Who leaves comments every once in a while, and we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
I love engaging in comments on the channel. I definitely don't hate it, and it's not like the bane of my existence. Totally not.
Are we just talking about this for you can get another fucking chance at the log door?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, everybody. This has been Demon Souls. There will not be episode 2. But check us out on Monday, maybe check us out this weekend for a special episode of something.
If everything goes right.
If everything goes right. And then if not, everything goes right, check us out on Monday, and we should have a new tentative series that we'll be playing for a little bit, and maybe we'll have a special guest next week. Who knows? That special guest is one of my very favorite people. So be sure to subscribe, comment, like, and hit that bell notification for future Carriage Way updates. All right, everybody. Bye, everybody. Bye.